There we go, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls. Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to you. Much love. Hope you've had a good day. If you finished work for the weekend, even better day to have Valentine's Day. Hopefully you're spending it with your loved ones. If you're not, you're here enjoying the cast once again here in the ECL. It is going to be a Division 5 matchup. It's between AVNG, P. Diddy, and Drengr, Obsidian. Two teams who are looking all right so far in their division. P. Diddy sitting second in their group already in Group A. They're currently 3-0 in their map counts, in their game counts, map counts percentage. 81% of their maps have been won, and a 9-2 record, only losing 2 maps so far. What a solid performance. Drengr, on the other hand, their record is 3-2. They've played 2 more games. 66% record, and they have been a 12-6 record, so half of the percentage, 50, almost a 50% in terms of that map percentage, but it's 12-6. Somehow for some reason it says 66%. I mean, that to me seems like a decent enough standards. Both teams relatively straightforward squads that can be really good, really well performance. And that being said, we can look at the roster of these teams as well. To start off with, that AVNG Diddy squad will consist of God, Lee, Muskie, and Selic. Not sure of any of the players, to be fair, so can't really speak on behalf of these individuals, but that doesn't mean they are not seasonal or really solid players in the roster. So we'll be looking forward to see who stands out between these four, at least in the first couple of maps, to see if we can get an idea of who's going to be that standout performer, who is going to be rocking the subs, who's going to be rocking the AR. And we're already hearing that SK guy is a shooter. I mean, you're speaking of SK, we're speaking of Drengr, Obsidian, and that is going to be Selmontana, Emad, SK, the gunner, and Maid will be the Drengr Obsidian roster going into tonight's matchup. I'm looking forward to it. Names we've not seen. Names we are going to get to see through a series of 5. Speaking of that series of 5, if you haven't already catched up to what we have posted on our Twitter, on our X, whatever you wish to call it, we've posted these rosters already. You've seen them. Maybe you've seen the maps and series and the maps and modes. Tonight will consist of a map difference on every single map. I mean, every single matchup we're going to have is going to be a different map. Well, I'm glad of that. Skyline Hardpoint is going to kick us off, followed by that Hacienda Search and Destroy and a Vault Control to be guaranteed. If we go any further in the series, though, Red Card Hardpoint will be next up, and a Protocol Search and Destroy to end the series if we go the distance. Fingers crossed we see some good COD. We do want to see some close matchups. We want to see teams fighting it out here, especially considering it's 2nd versus 4th in the group stages so far in Group A Division 5. I am looking hella looking forward to it. Hope you guys in chat are looking forward to it as well. And obviously we are also live here on YouTube, Twitch and Kick. So wherever you are enjoying us, I really do appreciate you tuning in and ready to watch another cast. This time just by myself this evening. Avo will not be joining, which isn't so bad. I mean, every time we don't have Avo, we seem to have a 5-match series. And in the last couple of games we've had him, he's been 3-0s, quick games, an hour and a half and we're done. So Avo, we'll see if you are the jinx. If not, we'll see if this will go the distance to that map 5. I mean, if it does, we'll have to see how our next cast will fare. If it will be another 3-0, we'll start to think there's something going on, because prior to him casting alongside myself, his own cast were going map 5s on his own. I mean, maybe it's just a duo cast thing. Maybe they just like, right, fire, quick, sharp, get it through series after series after series. There we go, we're done. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And this is the part now where we're starting live. We're kicking off at half past. The game will start at half past potentially, but we'll need lobby codes. We'll need people to get in the lobby. We'll need to see what happens and who's going to be setting up what. And we know what we need to do as well. We need to set up that annoying codcaster, which does change and does become an absolute pain in the backside. But in the meantime, we will stick you on that little series board for now while we get ourselves set up and organised in that codcaster for now.
Talking to me, tell them pipe down. Or it's lights out. Zeros on the debit, baby. All I do is swipe now. Gucci sweater 5,000. Stunning, buzzing. I be going up, no ceiling. Wow, ballin', running. Getting to the paper, I'm peeling out. They gon' know me as legendary. You in in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I just throw it out like a Hail Mary. Legendary. Bitch, you bout to put it all down, all down. Money where your mouth is, or your mouth is running off now. You a real G, you just a goofy. Legend has it, everybody here just think you stupid. Get up on my level, beat me if you can though. Try standing on your tippy toes. Question is, you hold up to the hype still, or is it they stay sleeping on your night quill? Hey, big skill, I brought it. I don't flex nuts, I got it. Get grill, stop powder. Stainless steel, all white, not got it. I don't give a fuck about a legend. Cause anybody see me, never gonna live to tell it. Big I'll be dead by 27. Cause I'ma be a dude, I'ma get it. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married. They gon' know me as legendary. You in the stands, I ain't need no commentary. Ain't no option, ain't no secondary. I just throw it up like a Hail Mary.
Yo guys, thank you for the follows as well. SK MVP, are you going to be the MVP? Emad, Inafus, Kibs, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Welcome along. Our Drengr Obsidian players. AP, what a lad. Made his washed. He went 13 and 42 and 8s before. Oh. Love it, AP. How are we doing this evening? Hope you're all well. Hope you're all ready and rearing for what's going to be a tremendous matchup. We say tremendous matchup. We hope it's going to be a tremendous matchup. We got to get in the zone. Yo, Marky, go. How are you doing? How are we doing? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Mr. Top 30. Oh, Mr. TP. What? How would you even pronounce your name? F Pity. Respect me, baby. Top 30. Well, we're still waiting on these teams. I mean, we're 7 minutes in. They've got plenty. 5 minutes in. Sorry, from the kickoff time. We've got plenty of time until we get that map underway. This is the worst part about starting early. You know, like we start that pre-build up. We get that pre-build up. We hope we can get everybody in the lobby. Right, everything's set. The lobby code's sent out. We're all ready to go. I'm ready to go. We've got the Codcaster ready to go. We think it's all ready to go, at least anyway, because Codcaster will never be ready, right? But we're ready, and that's the main thing. We've seen and we've spoke about scores on the doors and where each team stands. We've seen the rosters. We've seen who's going to be trying to outperform each other. Instead of modeled instead of McCassin. Oh, God, thank you very much. Yo, J-Dub, how are we doing? Hi, cutie. How are you doing? When does it start? Well, it's supposed to kick off between now and 2:15 at least, because that is the time period to get 8:30 was the kickoff time. So 6 minutes ago was when the match starts. They've got time to do it. So it should be about a minute or so. Sal Montana, how are we doing? But yeah, that is the case. That is where we stand, and this is what we're waiting on. So we just do whatever. I don't know if you've seen it as well, FPA, right? If you're saying I should have been a model, I actually did my first ever photo shoot. Like my first ever photo shoot. There's my hero Kenneth over on that kick chat. Appreciate the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on, Mark. Yo, another legend. Avocado with you. Not today, mate. Not today. I only took this cast on about an hour and a half, what, 2 hours ago. I decided I was doing it, so need to slander his casting skills. What do you mean caster curtains? What's wrong with him, mate? I think he's W with his missus. I mean, he is. My missus is working. I had my Valentine's meal last night. So everybody else, if you're not having Valentine's meals with you, what are you doing? You wish you had my casting ability. EP, I appreciate that, bro. I mean, I don't think it's ability, right? I just think I waffle out the back end. And I appreciate what you're saying, because we're always trying to get better. Elite tier Shaker Charges. Oh, jeez. I don't know what we gotta say. I mean, top tier. I mean, am I familiar with the word MOG? No. But that is technically my initials in this, and it used to be MOG. I mean, MOG, Markup G. I mean, yeah. What is it, Omade? Is it going to be a horrible thing? Because if it's a horrible thing, he's Scottish. What's that supposed to mean? Should I know this because I'm Scottish then, Joe? Like, I'm confused. Oh, I mean, if that's what it is, then that's different. I don't know if that's what I would class Mog as, to be fair. Such a Mog. I mean, I'd be Mong, but I mean, not Mog. I don't know if legally that's allowed to be said anymore. I mean, nothing else is allowed to be said anymore, right? So, I mean, I don't know where it starts and where it ends, and what we can and can't do and can't say, but it's in our... That and cunt is my favourite word. I mean, that's gonna lie, it's never out of my vocabulary, to be honest. Stormzy meal from McDonald's. Is that out, by the way? Like, I seen it advertised on TikTok, but I like mentioned on TikTok. I think it was one of the boys that does them funny videos, but I didn't realize it was out. So I mean, that's you get a special offer as well if you get so many Stormy meals, and like, I don't know what it is, Stormy points or whatever it is you get from it. But I mean, that means it's something I've got to try on. What's your favorite ethnicity? Are you speaking to me, Wiz? I mean, there's no such thing as a favorite. Love everyone, mate. Mark. When am I I don't get fucking time to cast an Exa game, because every time you ask me, it's 2 minutes before a game or the same day that I've already got bookings for it. I mean, your top 3. I mean, top 3. That's great. It's fucking crap. Oh, damn. I was hoping it was going to be good. I was hoping it was going to be good, but if it's not worth it, it's not worth it, right? I mean, I can never know what I want from McDonald's anymore. It's that sort of thing. So it's a bit of a pain. Just make sure that we clarify that with these guys. You get an SR when you get Stormzy meal. Why haven't we started yet? Frenzy, I mean, we start at 2:30. We've got between now and 2:45 to start. We're making sure that if everybody's in the lobby now, which is good. We're just waiting on God to jump in from that Avenge P Diddy side. Funny enough, I could not put that name in in Codcaster. It does not allow it. I wonder why. He's not raw, right? Can I get a Stormy meal, please? I mean, it's like when people went mad for Prime Balls. I mean, it's fucking shite as well. Just because of who the name is. I mean, I don't know what God's doing, but we're waiting and nobody's speaking to game chat. I think everybody gets chat banned nowadays because that's just how COD goes. Waiting on God to get involved, and we will be kicking off a Skyline hardpoint very soon. We do have it all set up and we're all ready to go. Which team is torching? At this moment in time, it is Avenge P Diddy, who we're waiting on that one member jumping out of spectator, ready to go in, and hopefully he shines up to his name and he is a god. Up the P Diddy. Right, we're gonna have to say Avenge from now on because I don't want this cast getting banned, and we don't want this stream getting banned if we announce anything else, which should be said, you know. But that being said, now we have people all in their designated spots, which means we will be getting into map number 1 very soon. Don't want to jinx it, don't want to say anything otherwise, but that Avenge roster ready to go. Alright, I am ready, says Celix. There we go. I am ready. Caster ready. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, Wiz, thank you for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. Welcome to the team. Waiting on Lee. We're waiting on Lee having a pee. P Lee. That's it. That's what we're waiting on. But I love how Kick chat, by the way. See when you get on Kick, I don't know if you stream on Kick or anybody else does, but as a smaller stream on Kick, you literally get people coming into your chat randomly speaking crap, which is just a copy and pasta. And they're like, oh, come on, we can promote your content and all this malarkey. They follow you, and then you're just like, yeah, whatever, mate. Fucking, what is this shit? It's worse than what I remember called, like, Twitch having. What's your bicep workout routine? Mate, I don't have a bicep workout routine. I'm 35-year-old. I couldn't give a fuck anymore. I don't even have biceps, mate. My arms are about the same width all the way across. My bicep doesn't tense anymore. Used to when I was younger. When I played rugby. Back then. I do about that, mate. A bit of that. Oh, a bit of that, but not that direction because that's towards my face. I don't do it towards my face. Wait a minute. Oh. Take that right back. I was going to do it with both hands. Fuck's sake. Stop. Stop it. Frenzy, what have you started, mate? Honestly, what have you started? Playing COD, what happened to CB? So Xenos, I mean, Swift, what's happened to CB? I mean, that speaks for itself, mate. I'm just a caster, mate. I'm a caster. All in out, a caster, a COD caster. Right. Enough of the hands. Enough of the playing around. Got something there. Oh, we're getting into map number 1 now, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, Skyline Hardpoint is where we will begin this series. Look at that beautiful, beautiful map. New Rugby was a dodgy spot. Fucking is, mate. It fucking is. Definitely. But let's get involved. Let's get onto that screen. We're not getting to see the players. I don't think this lobby's starting, ladies and gentlemen. I think there's a bit of a bug. We will wait and see. So far, we're not getting that light screw. There we go. We're going to be okay, ladies and gentlemen. Drengr Obsidian versus Avenge P Diddy on board with SK as we look to go up towards that top catwalk position here. Trying to fight off from the very start here. He's going to spot that player towards that P2 side. Will be Celix, but in the feed you're seeing Lee picking up a double. SK almost jumps off the top rope, so thankfully for him he stays alive for now as Lee will come and clear the zone. Would you believe it though? Codcaster is completely okay so far with the numbers. We are all good, and Avenge are clearing up that first set of time here. 30 seconds still on the hard point to play. You've got Celix dodging around P2, trying to find position, making sure he holds for that P2. Sal Montana, though, is going to be making rotations. How are we going to see it fare as well? The SMG being that slight change as it has done. We have seen people picking up more of that AR rolls on a more regular occasion. Celix, though, as soon as we jump on board, God does find his teammate with a nade, unfortunately, but P1, more time going their way for AVNG, and that's 29-11 before P2 is about to start. One player sitting on that time. Celix is there, going to be challenged instantaneously, but it reads where it's coming from because there's only one spot that that player could be coming from. Back and forward we go in the kill feed. 2 for 2 it goes. Looking at number 4 though. Emad is going to try and make his way around. Celix is lying prone, waiting. Celix rolls for a re-challenge as well. Knows there's a couple of players there. Goes down towards Piano side. Does find that kill as well. Pulls a pistol out and whips another one up. Ladies and gentlemen, AVNG. Celix on a free streak. Looking solid so far. And it's a 60-11 point lead here. Challenge comes in. So Montana does clear it. Lee stays on board and he's got a 5 spray of his own. Gonna stay inside that hard point and get that last bit of time here as our rotation around towards kitchen has been made. And on that is Omade. Finds one. Made is looking towards that catwalk though. What's he doing away back there? Let's look on board with Omade. Maybe he can make something up in the kitchen. He doesn't manage it. Lee slides on through, finds another 4 dead for AVNG. And all of a sudden, it is another retake. Lee's on an 8 spree. Can the boy be stopped? His Hellstorm's earned. He's just not been killed yet. He's going to find another. He's going to get... Oh, he doesn't. His teammate gets the second one there, but that could have been a masterful play there, as he doesn't look to fall until eventually he does get taken out. McCann, as we're on board now gets 1, makes that 2 as well. So he's going to try and find if he can make his way in. Omade does find him. The break is in. Drengr Obsidian looking a little bit better now as they're trying to get themselves back towards touching distance here as our next set rotation is going to go in. Who's going to make their way around here? Emad. Maybe spotted though. His teammate falls on the outside. SK gets a double. And now SK in the back, actually a strong position here to hold the spawn. Finds another pick. Lee's going to come down both sides here. There's 2 players going to challenge it. Emad, McCann and Lee are there. But Drengr Obsidian are on the time. Milking it as much as they possibly can here, trying to get it within a closer percentage here of the AVNG roster, but it is traded straight out. And Omade, the last member, anywhere near here. He's got 1 player to back him up though, and Emad is looking around the corner. He's trying to find the players around the back, but McCann picks up 1. Now looks to go into that challenge. The pinch is in. Lee finds 1. Hardpoint is broken, but it's 20 seconds left on this time for AVNG to get it past that 100-point margin. It's a good start for them. Now, the way that this has gone, no rotations now, you've got the favour for Drengr Obsidian on that side. Can it keep hold of P1 for a decent amount of time here to bring that back? Shift it towards him, but you can see God taking that route underneath. Solid position to be in. Sal Montana's going to get the early time here on P1 and our second set of rotations, but there we go. The kill is found. SK though at least trades that out, finds a second as well. And before you know it, Drengr Obsidian getting that more time. Trying to find more picks, trying to keep herself alive, ready and rearing for P2, but they give up P1 position with 35 seconds on the time because there we go, this Hellstorm missile takes out 2 members. And now you've only got 1 member left alive here in the back towards P2. The spawn's been flipped over, but you just see that spawn on that bottom left hand corner, at least Drengr get it back again on their side as they do find a couple of kills. Back and forward we go. P1 uncontested at the moment in time, and they will get a little bit of time on it with 10 more seconds. Maybe potentially get past that 100-point margin for themselves as Lee looks to go underneath. Is made by Emad, and then there we go. SK, where are we on? Position wise, we're only within 20 seconds here. SK is in a great position in the cross here. He's going to find 1. Teammate is called out as well, and he finds the second one over towards that catwalk side. But you've already got God making an amazing play on the back there. Finds 1, finds a second. He's on a free streak so far. 4 her feet, and then all of a sudden it's an instant break here from AVNG And Obsidian couldn't hold it for longer. Just when they were starting to close that gap and almost in a chance to take the lead, they have been fought and found out. Two players come up through, elevator straight into God's gunfire. He finds the two. McCann found two as well. God's on a 5 spree. Wasn't a 5 spree. Cast a curse and all that eventually comes into place. But AVNG, P Diddy are looking solid here. McCann from Piano will find another. The challenge comes in towards the hard point. Montana slides in, but there's too many players to deal with him. God looking down towards that hot tub site. 3 dead once again for AVNG, and that's going to be solid position here. The last player is... Wow, I thought that was it. It looked like he was going to get in there, but sadly for them, it wasn't. Player number 4 though, first on the time. Is he mad? Obsidian trying to keep it close. Finds one. Knows he's there. A couple of nades come out. Stun comes in. God comes in. Slides in. Finds that pick. Gets that hardpoint broken into. They're at 164 to 118 as it stands. And God keeping himself alive behind the bunker. Well, we call it bunker here in Scotland at least. But that's a worktop. Whichever you wish to call it. It's a kitchen. Well, what do you call it? A kitchen island. We're sitting behind the island here in Skyline. And Celix is on a 5 spree as well, and he's on that cross, watching the players trying to make it in through that catwalk side. He does spot one player, SK up top, makes it 6 in a row, and he's got Hellstorm missile earned as well. That's the AVNG. Had 2 players already finding them streaks, and Lee is currently on a 26 and 30. He's gone double positive. He's looking absolutely solid here, and we're going back towards P4. In the back, Lee knows there's a player inside the zone. He's in behind. He snaps. Oh, he almost snaps again, but he's snapping on his teammate. SK comes to challenge. Celix finds that pick as well, but Drengr Obsidian are managing to hold here in the back. Cell Montana finds 2. Drengr Obsidian need to find that one more player just up top. Cell's going to look for him. Knows where the players are going to come spawning from. He tries to challenge it. Absolutely beamed. Doesn't stay alive long enough. God finds him as well, and there we go. 2 dead in the feed, but they've got that close spawn. Here we go from Celix. With that house arm, does find Montana, gets that break, but they're at 202 seconds versus 155. You got plenty of time here if you're AVNG, looking to kind of keep it going. Abuse God, thank you for the raid, buddy. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. Hope you had a fantastic time. Whatever you were doing, were you casting, were you playing? I don't know what you were doing, but hope you had a fantastic one, guys. Welcome along. That Mark of G. We are casting a Division 5 on ACL and almost fall into the death in the elevator. That wouldn't be the way you want to go out early on here. As Celix now has one lined up. Does he got to get a second? No, he doesn't, but the teammate trades it out at least. So Montana can't find it. God comes flying on through. 25 more seconds here. We're back to that P1 and 30 more seconds, or 20 more seconds now, and AVNG have map number 1 in their hands. There we go. God. Solid spot. Found it. Ready. Now, pushing up Lee. Those are the player towards that piano side. Will get the kill, but all the players on the hard point will be taken out, and Omade manages to get that P1 for the last bit of scrap time. We only need 11 more seconds though if you're AVNG, and this is about holding the spawns now. You've got God in the back expecting the players to challenge up towards that piano side, but Omade somehow wins that gunfight, and now Celix falls. Drengr Obsidian have got all 4 players dead. Omade gets onto the time, and now we're going to look to see who is making that rotation around the back. Everybody is making that rotation around the back. God making a move. 2 dead in the feed. Now there's only 1 more player to pick off here, and that's Omade. They all start shooting bodies at that point in time because this could be the game and map here ended. 6 more seconds left. The challenge has to come in from Drengr Obsidian. Doesn't look like it's going to be. God turns and burns, finds the 2, wins the round. Ladies and gentlemen, it is map number 1 for AVNG. What a map. Solid 194 to 250. Wow, 250 to 194 here in favor of the AVNG P Diddy roster. We had a solid matchup. It's the scores on the doors. There we go. Lee, absolutely outstanding. 35 and 18, 4,000 damage to his name in total 1 minute, but God with the hill kit in as well. A great performance from him. There's the scores on the doors, ladies and gentlemen. And yeah, a good all-round map number 1. A fantastic one. We'll have to get a little shout out here for you, Abuse, because we can't not have you a wee shout out for that beautiful raid yourself, mate. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And we're going to see where we go from there. Replay systems, the score on the door. We've seen it. And we'll get some replays here up on the screen just now before we get ready for that search and destroy towards Hacienda, where AVNG Esports are taking the lead in map number 1. Versus AVNG P Diddy on board with SK as we look to go up towards that top catwalk position here, trying to fight off from the very start here. He's going to spot that player towards that P2 side. Will be Felix, but in the field you're seeing Lee picking up a double. He's SK in the back, actually a strong position here to hold his own, finds an challenge it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got map number 2 about to commence here. We're heading over towards Hacienda for that search and destroy. Gonna have to get rid of that beautiful game of script as we get into the map. AVNG P Diddy are 1-0 up after a map number 1. Looking solid with Lee absolutely beaming it. See all 4 players going towards this B side here, and on the opposition they've went through mid-map, not seen anything. Celix looking to try and find corners, peeking corners, throwing shoulders, gets that bomb down, but they are going to be holding off on that for now as he does find the first blood. What a start for the team, but it's the bomb carrier in control. Mackin's going to watch in the back here. Ahmed comes flying in. Another death. Another one as well. There we go. 2 in a row. Make that 3. That's going to be all 4 players dead. Avenge. Lap number 1. Round number 1 here is now done. Good, solid, early start here for Avenge. Coming off of a hot streak here from their hardpoint. A quick round number 1 in the bag. Let's go on board with the Drengr Obsidian attacking squad now, and let's see if they change anything up this time out. Will we be going anywhere in particular as they look to do the same route? All the way through garage, all the way towards that B site early. No trophy systems early on, obviously, and that's exactly why most players will take that route. But God, it's going to get timing on to 1. Ahmad will make the first kill, though, thankfully for them. And they're going to keep that first blood advantage for now, because no trades coming in their way as Avenge are nowhere near them. But look at this route that Sel Montana's decided to make up through fall, spotted in the back by Celix. Now you've got player number 1, Lee, trying to challenge. He's going to be found out, and now it's a 2 versus 3 scenario here as Drengr Obsidian have the bomb down, ready to play around that rock. You've got 2 players trying to find positions here, Celix and McCann. What can they do? Can they find an opportunity in? McCann does find one, makes it a 2v2. McCann's going to get timing up towards rock. Celix goes for the challenge in as well. He's going to be the last one alive. He finds 1, he finds the 2! Avenge, 4 in a row. And what from Celix was that? What a way to end it. He beams the 2 players off the rock that come challenging in from the same position. Here we go, and we'll see it again. What an absolute beaming shot. One was weak, obviously. The other player sliding SK was also weak, and that was just making it so much easier here to finish it off if you're Celix. And Avenge take 2 rounds on the bounce to start off our S&D. Back on board. We'll stay on board with Celix here. He's 4-0 so far. A solid round from that one as well, and that's everybody in the lobby looking relatively decent for their side. He's going to be the one to return back towards bomb. You see the route going through mid-map this time, changing things up. Up top, though, it's going to be McCann now, that first blood. Trading it out. Label slides on through, finds a second. Now he makes it a 4v2 here for Avenge. And they've got a lot of map that they have covered. Timing-wise, who is going to be in that time? Sel Montana, once again, playing it inside that bar area. Jumps up top, does get a little pick of a player, the door shuts on him, closes off that position, making it a little bit easier for Lee and the rest of the Avenge team to know there's somebody nearby. Ahmad makes the challenge, beams the player over the top of that bomb. Sel Montana on the other hand does find it, makes it a 2v2. Sel Montana slides on out, but though we can't find that kill, God clears that one up, and now it's Ahmad having to challenge, doesn't see the player in office, he literally just challenged inside her, didn't see him. Now he dumps out, players to his right, finds 1, McCann is there, 1v1 scenario, 21 seconds to play it. Bomb's going to have to be put down. If you're God, and it's going to be that retake. Is he going to be able to find it? Doesn't see any of the players, doesn't get any knowledge, he's going to have to pick up the bomb and make a move. As it stands, maybe we chuck that off, because that could be what players are seeing at the very last second. Yes, they do. Here we go, God challenges it, nobody wins the gunfight. And Drengr Obsidian at least gets another round here, keeping it going. 2-1 for Avenge, but a better round there for Drengr as they do find 1 map so far. Now they have to do another attacking round here. We're on board with Ahmad. It's 4-2. Did get some great shots off at the top earlier on towards that B bomb site. And now with the trophy systems involved, you see them being used straight away. Challenge is locked. God is on rock, but it wasn't God rock this time round as Ahmed finds him. Ahmed pushes himself up as well and decides to rotate round the back. You're going to see positions here from SK as he pre-cooks that nade, hoping to stop players in the back, but Ahmed finds another, making that rotation through garages. Let's look at Sel Montana, who is pushed up Going to try and get into office. Gets a nade pre-cooked into office. No tags, but Celix finds one from the boathouse. It's going to give them some knowledge of where he is. Sal Montana's going to try and go on the hunt. That's going to be unfortunate. Celix gets some shots off. Celix knows where Sal Montana is, but he's managed to duck, dive, and weave. But all of a sudden, it's a 2v1, and AVNG have turned things around on its head. And McCann and Celix have got to deal with just SK, who is going to get unfortunate time in here and not see the players. But 28 seconds to play it. Rotating in towards that A site. Where does he go from here? They have to go towards that bomb plant. Does spot McCann. Best option for me, if I was you, is try and get one duck back, and he does do so. He does that, tries to go back, but now you know it's going to be a 1v1 scenario. It's all on Celix. The bomb's going to be planted towards that A site. He does get out as well. He's going instantly for that bomb plant. SK though is wise. Drengr Esports, they'll find another one and tie it up. Very clever of SK to not run away and expect an instant defuse. He was expecting it. He thought potentially that could happen. It did do so, and yeah, well done for Drengr Obsidian as they now tie it up, thankfully for them. Going into this one, hey, I'm going to have another attacking round. We'll stay on board with Celix, so he's been a stand-up performer here so far for the AVNG squad. A 6-2 so far out of 4 rounds, and just can't knock the man off at all. Doing some solid work here as he's going to be that first one. Pushing all the way through garage here. Lee slide out in front now. He's going to take front position. Nades coming off. The trophy systems are down on both sides. They'll shoot that one out though, and that means the knowledge will be given. Player number 3 tries to hop around the corner. God. Made and challenging. Look at this route though. Over for 4. McCann going towards that boathouse, making that swimming route. In the meantime, Lee, shots are going off, but I think it's going to be the pick that comes in from McCann. He finds one from the boathouse. Now, that is what you wanted to do to clear it up. He now gets another opportunity to find SK, who's going to come challenging him, but his teammate is going to clear that up. Lee adds another one to the basket, and all of a sudden, AVNG Esports have that 2-man advantage. Going into it with a bomb down, the retake is a 2v4. Lee. Did he spot the player out the window there? I don't think he did. In the meantime though, player number 4 does. That's McCann. There we go. Maid does find one though, and that's going to be all she wrote. As AVNG finally win another one here after finding 2 losses in the bench there from Drengr. But a good wee route early on from McCann. Gave him that first blood. Gave him the opening. Teammates come to challenge it, and his other teammate Lee was there to find the player trying to catch off McCann in the back. That opened up to a 4v2 and almost an unwinnable situation if you're Drengr Obsidian. They did manage to pull it back in terms of the lives though, but it wasn't meant to be in the end. Drengr Obsidian now for the attack and round. All 4 players looking to go up through that double set of stairs. Straight through middle of the map. Straight towards that B side, but instead through the double set doors. Stuns come out. Number 4, McCann, knows the players are there. He's trying to get the stuns off. Does manage to get the stuns checked. The door was a bit of a freak out there. It looked like it was opening and closing, but Lee, duck, dive, weave. Down the stairwell he goes and stays alive. 54 HP in a dream, and he manages to keep himself in the S&D round. In that meantime, we've got McCann, goes to challenge it, SK finds one, but in the meantime, Celix also adds one back, makes it a 3 versus 3 scenario. Celix, so like we said, stand-up performer so far, 6-2, continuing to go on, but Imad will find Lee, making advantage to Drengr Obsidian, but no bomb down yet. God, who's not having the best so far, is 1 in 3, but 2 players line up for him. You just can't ask for a better gift here if you're God. It just fell into his hands. Easy 2 picks, and now you've only got 1 more player, and that's Omade. He's got 18 seconds to make a move. He's making towards that B bomb site though, and as he goes for it, he's managed to clear enough of the ground. Knowing fine well his teammates did fall towards that A site. Bomb goes down. Celix spots the bomb. Doesn't see a player on it now. Going away. The nade comes in. Doesn't tag in and goes far too far past Celix, thankfully. And Omade is just watching the corner, so watching that position. Did he hear the slide? Does he know he's waiting on his teammate to make the wrap? Omid comes flying out into the gunshot. There we go. The wait for the trades is exactly how you play S&D when you've got that man advantage. Omid did find one. But Celix was ready to clear it up and find that trade, get the defusal, and avenge. Now, with 2 more rounds in a bounce, they have that 2-goal, well, I say 2-goal cushion. It's, oh, in fairness, in rugby, football, rugby, whatever you wish, Call of Duty, it's that 2-round cushion. That's you need to make it a little bit easier, a little bit more breathing space that you need, especially on a mode like Search and Destroy. Celix though is now 9-2. God, 3 and 4 with that double that he got nicely, managing to line up one after the other on that A bomb site. Unfortunate if you're Drengr Obsidian, not exactly the way you wanted it to go down, because it was looking like a good round for you. As McCann and Co does get shot at through that door. Omid somehow is being spotted, but you're going to see Celix deciding, I'm not going to go that way, I'm going to go the other way through that middle of the map. Going to get timing on towards Sal Montana. It does get the shots in the back, making it a 3 versus 2. Make it 3 versus 1. It's all done SK, but Celix is there. If anybody's going to find the final kill, it is going to do it. Nobody's requested it. I've just decided to put it up, mate. I don't know why. Just in case people are stream sniping on the... Just to make it fair for everybody. Probably makes no difference, mate. Probably makes no difference. But for me, I feel better with it. I can turn it back on if you want. I can turn it off. There we go. You want to see the minimap? There we go. You see the minimap. Celix though. Defending round, but he's on a 5 streak. Once again, he's 11-2. And let's look on board. Does he actually have... No, he doesn't have anything earned yet. But Drengr Obsidian looking to head towards B site once again. And a 4-man push going their way. God this time decides not to go towards Godrock. He stays there. You do hear McCann finding that first blood. I assume this is Celix with that RCXD. The camera's on, it's horrendous, but Lee finds another. The RCXD does find a kill, and all of a sudden all the players start to converge towards Omid. He does find one though. He's in a position where he's in a 1v3 now, but he's going to get pinched from different directions here inside this garage. There's so many ways into it. And anybody can make that move, but he's going to go pushing up. He's going to be the one to make that challenge. He finds Celix, stops his streak as it is. Timing isn't going to work out for him though. McCann is just sitting on the ledge. He'll find the win in that gunfight, and that will be avenged, taking the S&D 6 rounds to do. And at this point in time, you can't write off the avenged squad. They're just looking far too dominant so far. Solid in the S&D. Solid in their hardpoint. Scores and doors were wrong there, but Celix and Lee are just having absolute maps. Celix this time around for the S&D. Lee in the hardpoint. And with that being announced and done, it is 2-0 in the series. 2-0. Do they find the win here in the final map, well, in this middle map of control? Or can Drengr Obsidian find that bounce back? They're going to need a reverse sweep to change things around. That is what they need. Can they find it? Have they got what it takes to do it? The S&D didn't look too promising for that scenario. But we'll have to wait and see when map 3 comes up on that control. And map 3 is going to be none other than a beautiful vault. We know how contested vault can be. Let's jump over there. We'll get you onto these replays as well as we get the next bit of the map up done. Once again for revenge, and that's going to be a solid position here. The last player is Diddy absolutely beaming it. See all 4 players going towards this B side here. The opposition, if my free mid map, not seen anything. So it's looking to try and find corners, peeking corners for the shoulders, gets that bomb down. They are going to be holding off on that for now, as he does find the first Guys, if you are tuning in, thank you very much for being here. Thank you for being a part of the team in the stream, and everybody else that's came on through Abu's Cods, Raider. I do appreciate you tuning in. If you haven't hit that follow button, please feel free to do so, or hit us up in the Discord as well if you do wish to have one of your maps casted by Mark of G, even potentially another co-caster dependent, because we are trying to find a couple of co-casters to work alongside us and have us a wee show on our hands as we are looking to kind of give you as much ecology on your screens as possible between all these different leagues, divisions, wherever we are. We'll try to put on a show, we'll try to get a good production going, trying to make it look as professional as possible. If you haven't hit that follow, like it says, hit that follow button. Join the team. At this moment in time, we are 22 followers away. Or 24 followers away, sorry. No, because I was going to say it was more. It was 24 followers away, I think it is. From 5,000 followers. Like, could you believe it? Like, what in the hell? Like, I had never thought we would ever reach that milestone. 5,000 before March would be fantastic. I mean, we're not far off. We are not far off, ladies and gentlemen. Comar, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome. Hope you're enjoying your time over here, and we will be getting to you with map number 3 vault very shortly as they get the players ready in that lobby. You might hear the lock and unloading of them guns, the barrels being primed, the map being readied and rearing to go. Ladies and gentlemen, our next matchup, or the next map up here, is going to be the Vault Control. Drengr Obsidian here on the attacking side to start up in the control. Imad will be the first person to push on through. Challenges coming from the right hand side. Montana gets first blood, but his teammate falls. SK gets a challenge from the top ropes, jumping down from catwalk, finds another, can't find a third as God will clear him off of that zone, but a wee bit of progression made towards A. 2 players will stack it now. That's going to give them some time here. 1 tick of progression is made, and from up top here, Omade is found out. God adds 1, jumps out, decides to go on a route. Not going to spot that player above him. Montana decides to go down, out, and towards that swimming pool. Nothing being found there. On the time, we're going to be looking through Vault. Slides on through, finds God. Getting chased out. Player number 4 though clears up Omade as he gets Celix now looking to get towards that zone. 2 ticks of progression about to be made here. And now Omade finds another pick as well. Stays behind the pillar, but the player from up top does clear the zone. And it goes back and forward in the kills. But 2 players are going to stack that zone. All 3 players stack the zone, and that'll be an extra minute added here. Now, this is exactly what you want if you're Drengr, but you have got 1 player that was spotting and sitting around in the corner, but he is found out. Back and forward it goes in the kill feeds. McCann from up top here does get found in art by Omade, and now the player spotted in the back. That's going to be the chance to make that rotation towards B. I don't know who killed him there, but Celix just absolutely laser beamed here. McCann tries to come up. Art player position is in. Lee though does clear the zone. He finds a kill of his own. Max manages to make itself around. All 3 players are going to be spawning that side though, and it's not going to be any spawn traps that we're used to seeing here on this map, as SK will go up top catwalk. Sends a stun out. Doesn't spot the player on his right hand side. I don't know if he's got his goggles on, but maybe he needs to find him, but he does eventually find a kill. a little bit later than it could have been, but Sel Montana and co, they've got 11 versus 11 here. No ticks of progress made towards B yet. Lee will get shot on the back and tagged, but the players are going to be making their rotation round. Passing it on towards B in through Vault. Montana finds the pick. Now, made. Notice there's a player up top here. Celix, so reads him well. Finds that. Free dead in the feed. B possession is stopped. Celix now from top art, expecting a challenge coming in. It's not going to come in though, but he's going to be ready and waiting just in case. On the cross though, does get found. God, it's 7 versus 8. Make that 6 versus 8. The attackers with the man advantage. You've got all 3 players spawning in the back towards Art. Celix finds Montana, but there's 2 players on the zone trying to heat up that time. Omaid finds a pick, turns, burns. God, it's there though. Clears the zone. 4 versus 4. It is now S&D format, and SK though does get the first blood in that S&D format. It's 3 versus 3. Now make that 2 versus 3, and Drengr Esports got 24 seconds to do it. 1 tick of progression made. Can't find anything else. Does spot the player up in art though, takes the shot, but you know what that means. McCann's going to go on the hunt. He's going to look for another kill, but he made. Gets on the zone, finds 1, makes that 2. It's all down to Celix. They're going to get the capture here. He's going to have the challenge. Celix not going to challenge the zone. He has to. You're going to give up the tick progression. That's not what you want to do here. Celix will eventually fall. But 5 ticks of progression made for Drengr. If you are Celix, you don't care for your kill streak at this point in time. You give up that tick of progression or get yourself killed. That you have to do it. You commit that over time. Tick progression is key when it comes to going to that round 5. If it gets that distance in the control. And Celix could have handed the time and the ticks towards them. But thankfully he didn't. He does pop out that art building, does get spotted, and now it'll be AVNG on the attacking round. Let's see his performance. McCann not having the greatest rounds. He's gone double negative at the moment. Everybody else relatively positive or level in terms of their KD. Lee pushes up first though. Some shots come out, finds the pick, SK gets the trade out. Defense looking good. So far, SK will stay alive. He's 11 and 8. He's keeping the streak going as well, and he's going to look for that rotation round. Lee spots him, does get gunned, and look how strong the Ames is becoming. We're seeing this more and more now, as it just seems to be picking up some great positional gunfights. Great opportunities to find players at range and up close and personal. SK though eventually does fall, but they have that count just going their way as they do bait 1 player. 8, AVNG, pushing up towards B, trying to bait players around so they can open up that A zone, get some map control. Both players forgot what was happening here. They forgot they were in a gunfight here, and SK and Lee we're just like button heads for a second. Does go out though, and B progression starting to be made. Look at the position here. Lee from top art. He gets caught timing at his finest. Looks away. The time he looks back, he falls to the floor. Emad clears the zone here and goes start chasing Celix down below. Back for Celix, he wins his gunfight, but they'll clear that B progression. No ticks of progress are made here, and they're going to have to do something here, but AVNG just can't keep themselves alive here as McCann now, the only player alive, waiting for these players to kind of respawn, coming through that middle map, and they have to just full send it. The contest is in. Imad is there. Players find the kills. Now it's all about the challenge of who's going to come in next. Omad, or Omaid, finds that kill. Oh, he clears up the zone, 3 in a row from him, and all of a sudden, the defense is looking absolutely stellar. Only 1 tick of progression made from the AVNG. Celix falls again, and Imad's on another. God though, back and forward, it's 14 versus 10, 1 tick of progression made. They're not going to get in time, and that will be another round. 1 tick of progression made for AVNG. And they're already at a massive deficit. 4 tick difference if it goes the distance. One Iron, thank you for the follow, buddy. Appreciate it. Welcome to the team. Turns, he burns, and look at the kills. That was the end of that 3-piece from Omad or Omaid. Why do I keep saying Omad? Omaid. Is this the round of control that Drengr Obsidian want to get in the barrel here? An attacking round. Can they win it this time and end that run of defeats here against the AVNG roster so far in this series? Double nade kill though from McCann. Opens it up, start off, but SK answers back with his own double. Looking for positions around the map. You've got Emad managing to find one on towards God. Celix comes challenging in, wins his gunfight, and now keeps himself alive. Down to 50 HP, but manages the survival. Two players challenge through that front lion side. Sal Montana pushing up, trying to find the kills early on. This is where it could be crucial as he gets on towards that B site to kind of slow them down a little bit, but Emad is going to get that first tick of progression made towards A. Shot in the back as well, and Emad finds another chance to clear it. Going to see a few more players rocking around, chasing after players. SK might get bad timing, but his teammate will be there to close it out. Omid now challenges again, but McCann finds that win in that gunfight, and now with so much HP, he's going to have just take out the trophy systems, make sure you can clear that zone. It was only one tick so far made here from the Drengr Obsidian. It's not as strong as their first attack, but they are starting to get some map control up that north side of the map. You just see them starting to clear up. You've got a player up towards Art, that's SK. And now you've got all three players are in and around. Sal Montana, he looks the wrong direction. Looks the wrong direction again for a second, and McCann manages to get out with his life. Art position from SK though, and that's going to be spotted out. Celix is down below, makes a bit of noise though, is spotted. B, progression being made. Now that player goes towards mid-map as well. So SK wins another gunfight in Art. And I think if whoever wins this gunfight here between God, and this is what I was going to say, it's going to be God, but all three players are going to be coming in through that middle map. 13.6 seconds on the clock. Drengr, Obsidian, managing to get everybody stacked on that zone. Lee from up top, goes from the top ropes, finds one, tries to find a second, can't do it. Omid managed to make it towards 2 ticks of progression. There's only two players around, but there we go, back once again in the solid position to be in, and that's that catwalk, primed and ready. We are literally a tick away, but there we go, the tick stand, an extra minute is added, and all of a sudden, it's all the numbers were given away, but they're at a disadvantage in terms of numbers here. Thankfully though, for Drengr Obsidian, they have got the counts advantage so far. That's 3 ticks again, make that 4 ticks of progression on this one again, so that's going to be 9 overall against AVNG's 1. AVNG will not manage to tie it up. They're not managed to make the advantage count, so they're going to be on that defensive side for sure. Drengr, if it goes the distance for now, unless 2 rounds go well for AVNG. Nade goes out, stun goes out, progression's being made. We've got 4 lives, it's 4 versus 6. Can they stay alive? And in the round the zone, he finds 1, makes that 2, but I don't think we've got enough time. 2 versus 5. We were so close to that 3rd tick of progression, and all the respawns are gone from both teams. Back to an S&D format, 1 for 1 it goes, and it's all down to SK. Finds 1 but can't find the rest. AVNG Sports are down a deficit here. That was another 5, so that's 10 ticks made against AVNG's 1. What a control we have on our hands. Going down to the wire there. Drengr almost taking the win in the control at the very last second. They committed so many lives to make sure they got that A side. Thankfully for AVNG, they had the life advantage, but it started to tick down near the end. Now we're going to see Sal Montana with that early nade. Can he get the double that we've seen at the start of the last round? But it wasn't to be. He will find that first blood though on towards God. Double though from the teams making away. SK is the only one left alive. He's starting to stay alive. He has to dodge and get out of there. He's 24 and 19. And he manages to stay alive. Challenge comes in from God and he turns, he burns, he finds another, but he's in the reload. Manages to stay alive again. They are losing this position here on towards A, but Emad now will challenge it, get the contestant before it gets to that 2nd tick of progression. All 4 dead in the feed. Now they're on the cross. Sal Montana, they've got them in the spawn trap. Now they know the spawns, they only know the position. This is going to be deadly here. An absolute blinder as AVNG are just getting mowed down from left and right. Can't get out of your spawn, can't get out of this hot top position. Emad is going to push up as well. He's going to keep going. He finds 1 at least. His teammate finds a tag. 10 life difference already from that blender at the start. Great position. This is the spawn trap. They've always wanted to get them in here on this map, and now Sal Montana knows where they're pushing up from. That's 2 dead. 24 versus 12. Double life advantage here, and I can't see it going anywhere other than a Drengr win, ladies and gentlemen. This seems just too easy for them as they start to clear it up. SK with the free piece. Oh, he doesn't make it 4. Sal Montana, though, can he keep it going? He's on 3. He's going to make it 4. He's going to turn around for that spawn, and nobody's even moving. If you're Celix, he's decided this is our round done. We're 21-7. We're getting absolutely beamed here. Maybe they spent too much at a P. Diddy party. Too much time. The baby oil slipped away. Sal Montana, though, having to clear it now. They're sending all the lives in. It's 5 lives. They're going to try and get the tick progression. AVNG. Can they keep it alive? It's going to be very difficult. 3 versus 16. Even if they get that zone clear, God finds another. Makes it 2. The minute's added. Sal Montana comes for the challenge. There's going to be 2 more players left. Lee and Celix. Can they do anything with it? The answer to that is no from Lee. Celix now, last man alive. 1 versus 14. It's against all odds. And I'm not going to tell you anything other than he is no Phil Collins. There is no chance he's going to make it. I can feel it coming. Where is it coming from as the dive comes in? Dolphin Dive wins the gunfight. Drengr Obsidian take it to a map number 4, ladies and gentlemen. A 3-1 win in the control. A solid performance from Drengr. Looking great in that, especially in that final round where they were just absolutely putting that side into a blender from that spawn trap. Couldn't find their way out of your AVNG. Makes things so much more difficult. The scores on the doors are all wrong. I don't even know who was a standout performance from that map, to be fair, but the Drengr Obsidian side were definitely beaming and have started to warm up a little bit better now. Is that going to be the turnaround of momentum that Drengr esports squad are looking for? Can the Obsidian side make their way through to that reverse sweep? We're going to go back to another hard point. This time we're going to be on to that red card. Now it's going to be an opportunity here to see what Drengr could do again. Now that their guns are hot, is a respawn going to work in their favour this time round? We can only hope for them, because they want to see if this goes to that map 5 again. It will be interesting to see. Drengr map 4 is going to be at red card, and you don't really see very many of them. To be fair, I've not seen casted over many red cards so far in Black Ops 6. I do like the map, but a lot of people just don't. I could see why they don't like it, though. That is fair play going along from it. But other than that, we'll get rid of these S&T clips, which we didn't manage to do. And I think McCann does find one, makes it a 2v2. McCann's going to get timing up towards Rock. Celix goes for the challenge in as well. He's going to be the last one alive. He finds one. He finds the 2. Or no, so far. A solid round from that one as well. And that's it. We'll get them around and then we'll jump out to that red card. Well, we get that lobby set up again. We're getting invites to it left, right and centre, so we will make sure.
I need a bag, a couple bags, I spend it fast, I'm gonna make it back, don't need an ass, I need that cash, I'm out here doing what they thinking is irrational, get into the bag, get into the bag, get into the bag, fucking spend it fast, I'm gonna make it back, I'll make a rack, spin it fast, wake up and make it back, mama told me make it last, wanna know how much I spent, don't ask, just no cash, only thing that's on my mind, yeah, time is money, money is time, yeah, gotta spend it wise, I've been advised, ain't no telling, might just spend it all tonight, yeah, I've been there a while and with the money I can rest, I know I'm gonna make it back tomorrow, I don't sweat, feet on drip, wrist on luminescent, ballin' out here, ballin', know you see me with the flex, I need a bag, a couple rags, I spend it fast, I'm gonna make it back, don't need an ass, I need that cash, I'm out here doing what they thinking is a rap.
should be checking that. Yeah, big bills in a rubber band. Yeah, upper level with the upper hand. Yeah, I been on grind like I'm Najee. Yo, 15 been on a time. I been next, it's my time. Yeah, what's that? Sound like your time up. Big body, this time pulling up. We got it, we been going up. My time, yes, that's me sitting nice at the top. Where they not, or they girl, or some fly. I need a bag, you know, a couple racks, you know. I spend it fast, you know, I'ma make it back, you know. Don't need an ass, you know, I need that cash, you know. I'm out here doing what they thinking is irrational. Get into the bag, 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 bag. Get into the bag, 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 bag. Get into the bag, 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 bag. Fuck it, spend it fast. I'ma make it back. I'ma make it back, bag, 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 bag. Get into the bag, 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 bag. Get into the bag, 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 bag. Fuck it, spend it fast. I'ma make it back. I'ma make it.
I don't think we've got enough time. 2 versus 5. We were so close to that third ticket progression and all. We are back. Map number 5 onto red card. Is this what they need for Drengr Obsidian after the great solid control map? Starting to get the gun firing. It's starting to be on point. Can they keep it going? Keep that momentum going and shift this to that map number 5. We're on board though with the AVNG side here coming from spawn. Everything in this cardcaster again is all correct. I think they may have fixed that thankfully for us in terms of numbers, which means the kill feed is going to be right again. Inside tickets is God. Finally Ahmad makes that first blood known. Let's jump over there and we'll get these replays moved out before the next round first of all. SK 4 dead. Sal Montana comes flying in here with the knife. Slides in 4 dead. 11 seconds on the time. And over the presser is going to be Emad. McCann though does spot him. Omid is spotted instantaneously. McCann finding 2 in a row. Celix from up top. Sal Montana's going to come challenging that doorway straight into the gunfire of Celix. But 17 seconds on P1 isn't a bad ask here, considering the time is back and forward. But it is P2 that is more important. That 3-4 rotation is interesting. But Celix from up top beams once again in that position. He's 3 in a row so far. Doesn't make it 4 in a row because he is spotted in the back. Now, Sal Montana and Drengr Obsidian for some reason became absolute monsters now in the respawns. Looking really good, but McCann will clear the zone, get himself into the time, and you can see the players spawning down to that bottom side of the map here. It's going to be all about the cross. Celix now just sitting waiting for the player to slide on by. Omid is taking shots but doesn't fall. Eventually Celix does it. 4 dead in the feed, and all of a sudden it is a solid hold here on the position at P3, and now they're going to make that way around. SK up top, window, spotted. Celix spot. He knows to look up there. That's where he's spent quite a lot of the time so far in this map early on. It does eventually fall. Now, God is just sitting outside tickets here. Hoping to get some good timing. Does find Omid, making it 1 rotation, but there's a player there around. That's SK. Will manage to trade him out. Finds another. Slides on in. He's looking around for the players in the corners. Doesn't find it, but Omid going to come for that challenge in. Does get the break in, but God has that close. Spawns. Finds 1. Doesn't find another. It's Mixie up inside this point. With Omid up top. Even with the Jacko at that range, even with the nerfs, he's found 1. Make that 2 as Emad slides on through. He's going to try and find a 3rd. Learns out of bullets. Finds his 5th in a row. Uses the pistol. Has to get the reload, and he did get the reload, so thankfully for the Drengr squad, they are staying alive. God is managing to stay alive for a few more seconds here, but Ahmad now has 6 kills in a row, and he is playing around the spirals very well. Keep himself alive for some reason. Not being found. Is Lee going to be the next one to fall? Lee dips out, gets away with his life. But Emad is now on a 7 spree. He's going to have to keep on an idea of what's going on because he is so close to earning that streak. He's going to get an easy pick there on to Lee, but before he gets the chance, he is found. McCann gets a trade back and forward. It's a contested hardpoint because you got somebody up behind that booth. You've got somebody down below. SK finds the player on the cross. The player down below clears out as well. And Drengr Obsidian, who have lost the lead, even though they started off really strong, are managing to get this lead back to even Stevens almost if they can hold here. Player number 4 though was the one finding a lot of the shots. Omedo through the tarp does find one, puts the contestant, knows the players down below, makes it another, and all of a sudden we are within 2 seconds. We're going to be even Stevens by the time that gunfight ends. Sal Montana looking around. Rotation's already been made if you're AVNG. Runs, headbutts each other once again. We've seen this all too often in these respawns. But Lee knows his teammate falls. The noise comes in. Omaid finds one gunfight. God gets the other. Now we have to look at different positions on the map because we're up towards stadium. Salix, some reason, gets that kill. He must have been weak because it was barely a toe tap. Finds that kill, but over towards cameras and VIP, you've got the team all just sitting waiting for their prey. Emad sees the jump over. He jumps over himself and gets himself caught out. Lee staying alive for a few moments, but back and forward we go. It is the highest intensity that we have witnessed so far in any of the respawns. It's back and forward. It's a checkerboard in that kill feed. We just don't know who's going to come out on top because it's just going back and forward. We're not seeing who's really getting major control over the map. But that's a couple dead in the feed and towards VIP. Sal Montana's staying there, sitting, waiting. Salix knows he's there, but they're getting plenty of time here on this. But AVNG Sports are still behind as we go towards P1 once again. SK sitting outside tickets. Players on the rotation, going to start making a move. That's McCann first off. Gets slid on through here from Emad. He's going to dive through the window of tickets, but does get spotted. Lee clears the zone for now with a 2-piece. He finds the Emad. He also finds SK. And now your position is in control here for AVNG here. Pinch coming in though. You got 3 players north side. 1 kill goes their way. Now it's going to be Omaid will find the next. More time for Drengr Obsidian here. It turns to try and find Salix, but he clears his way. Goes through ticket side. Team will get on to that hard point. And now you're seeing McCann walking past, who runs right in front of Emad, who will find that kill. Emad will find Lee straight afterwards. 2 in a row. They're going to headbutt each other, but Sal Montana goes, I'm going to beat you down with the back of my butt. And he finds that kill, thankfully for him, keeping it alive. They're all getting found out in the feed though, and SK though will get onto the time. Salix up towards that caster desk side, will stay alive and manage to keep himself hidden behind that hot dog crepe stand. But they're taking the lead even further away here now from AVNG. Watching the cross. Every single cross. Montana finding kills. Lee now goes to challenge it. Will get the trade out towards Montana. But SK stays alive inside that goalpost. But Lee for some reason gets it through the goal. It's not top corner stuff. But it was a very good place shot. That's for sure. Straight through that hole. A good placement from him. Salix now goes for the challenge. Back and forward we go again. Checkerboard it goes before 10 seconds of scrap time going. Who gets the opportunity to make the rotation early? Timing though on Lee. He finds one. He gets the shots off. Sal Montana lines up. It's going to be 2. The stun comes out, but he manages to get in. 3 dead in the feed. Drengr Obsidian. Make that 4 dead for Drengr Obsidian dead. And we're not needing that if you are Drengr. You are getting the close spawns though, so you are in favour of getting there quickly. But you do have to try and win these gunfights in and around the area. The nade kills the teammate. Gives them the opportunity. They'll get that close spawns though. But McCann done work inside the point to find the 2 kills. And we said it's been a dicey affair. AVNG having some good quality time here in the spiral hardpoint. And they've managed to find all 4 dead once again outside here towards that bus side. Down beside that lane. Can they make... Oh, he shoots his teammate. Doesn't realise. Got a bit of a fright. Oh, the nade gets the kill though. And McCann finds another now. Emad. They decided... Okay, we're going to retreat. McCann's on a 5 spree. He's keeping it alive inside the zone. And he's going to let his teammate all go out because he's going to be the last man to leave the old hardpoint. The risky thing about that is all the players are behind him in the spawn, and it will be ended. Now, it's Lee to continue the streak here as he's 5 in a row. Spots SK up top, gets the teammates to kill as well though, but God will get a free piece himself. All of a sudden, AVNG have started to heat themselves up. They've got the lead. They're doing well. That was a great hold in the last hard point, all because of McCann finding some major gunfight wins. Free dead in the feed though works in favour of Drengr Obsidian as they try to make their way in. They do get the break on. Now they need to try and keep the players on and around the zone. SK on Omade. Celix clicks. Celix. Oh, he gets it through the car window. God makes it 5 before he falls. And he mad now. It is so close. There is literally a 10-second gap between the two teams here. And we've got another 5 more seconds to play out. As we go towards our stadium hardpoint. Emad and God so close to each other they can butt heads once again. They don't do it though. God finally wins one, makes it again a second. But Drengr Esports are in the time. Shoots it through the wall to get that kill. Must have seen the red dots on that minimap. And Celix now watching from the cross. A great pick from him. In a strong position. Emad are going to come and challenge that as well. Montana challenges it next and it's 3 dead. Drengr Obsidian. Celix makes it 4. Oh God, is he going to make it 5? Yes, he does. He's 6 in a row. A killing spree of 5. Is he going to make it 7? Celix, calm the hum. Wow, we got 20 seconds left on time and AVNG have got the lead by 20 seconds and counting. Oh, mate, he's going to line up as well. He runs out of bullets, so he's 7 in a row. He's so close to the Hellstorm. He's going to have to get a teammate's weapon here to try and make it a little bit easier for him. He does find it. There we go. Now in that position. Now he's going to have to try and keep it alive. He's gone from his power position, but what a turnaround from Celix here as he's 27 and 24, but a 7 spray to get himself back positive and give himself that lead here as AVNG have got into P1. Positional wise, he's going to drop down. Maybe bad timing might work in his favour though, but he's making lots of noise going up that ladder. Knows where the spawns are. McCann going to get challenged on Made. Oh, he's going to have to dip dive and move. Celix stays alive, thankfully, for the AVNG side. But in and around that hardpoint is where the gunfights are happening. Lee challenges it. Has to get in there. Chances once again. As Celix is still alive. Still got a spree going. He's just waiting. If he was just to shoot through that door, he'd have found somebody. But he doesn't know they're rare. We are lucky enough to see that X-ray vision. Stel Montana's going to come challenge him. Doesn't manage to win the gunfight. And Celix thankfully stays alive to make it 8 in a row. And he's 1 more kill away. But does that matter at this point in time? From his position, he can close this out. Oh, he doesn't manage to earn it. He was so close. The timing is just not favourable for him. But Sel Montana and Emad finding kills in the feed. All down to Celix, who is closest to that time. Can he make his way in? Can he find an opportunity to break this hardpoint? Is Obsidian are now past that 200 point mark and there's only 2 seconds needed for AVNG. That's going to be the chance to get in. You're needing to find the 2 players inside the zone. The Hellstorm sounds like it's coming in. It does come in, it wipes the team. This is going to be it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the game is won. AVNG winning it out when Drengr looked like they had to come back. It wasn't to be in the end. A 250 to 208 on the scores in that hardpoint. What can I say? Apart from what an absolute series that was. So much action, so much gunfights being had, and Celix, you had a phenomenal little streak there, and we're so unfortunate to eventually have that ended. But look at the kills. There are so many players over a 30 bomb. AVNG, even though they won it, only 1 player making that 30 bomb. That was God. But everybody's just in and around that position. AVNG P Diddy do the job. Took 4 maps, but they get the win. Better than going to that risky map number 5. You just never know what could be around the corner. But AVNG wins the round. Is it exactly how you expected it to go down? It is a close one. It was a very good map. Very great hardpoint. very great series here as AVNG will come out on top. Thank you guys for tuning in. Hammer Playing, thank you for the follow. Iron Izuri, thank you for the follows. I really do appreciate it. Welcome everybody that has hit that follow button today. We are now 21 more followers away on Twitch from that elusive 5,000 mark. I really do appreciate it, and I couldn't do it, guys, without you. I'm here to entertain you guys and put some COD on your screens. That being said, it is CDL weekend. If you are watching, sit back, relax, and enjoy your weekend watching even more COD and any of the other casts over on the ECLs, the XP League, wherever you're at. Absolute, whatever one it is, I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much, and thank you for the kind words. Lee, thank you for the follow as well. Great cast, I appreciate it. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate every single one of you. That will be us for this evening, though, and I will catch you on the next cast. Enjoy your weekend. B-Tech Dylan. I hope you're better than B-Tech Dylan. I hope you are. I'm sure you are. But we will close that timer down. That doesn't matter anymore. But we've got to play this to end out the rest of the night and the rest of these highlights, ladies and gentlemen. You can't go out with a little bit of screw.